back to Funktified Food. I'm Dan Bellencourt. I'm a musician that likes to cook, and I'm going to show you how to do a simple appetizer today. I'm going to do a baked brie that's filled with strawberry preserves and walnuts. I'm going to show you what we're working with today, and then I'm going to make it really quick. Anybody can do this. 5 minutes, throw it in the oven, take it out, it's done. What I have today is half a round of brie. I've let this warm up to room temperature. When you're working with it, you don't want it to be cold. You can let it sit out for about an hour. I have some pastry dough. You can buy this in a roll like I did, or you can find it in the freezer section. Sometimes called puff pastry. It's basically croissant dough. So if you can't find anything else, just buy croissant dough. Strawberry preserves. I like the ones that have chunks in it. I like it to actually have strawberries in it. Have some walnuts. You can put, you can crush these finer. You can do whatever you want, depending on how much of how chunky you like it. Balsamic vinegar. This is just regular black pepper and salt. All right. The best part about this recipe is even if you're not exact, it's gonna turn out. I just have a little bowl here. Dump the walnuts in. You take a few tablespoons of your preserves. I'll do 3. We might have a little extra at the end, but there's nothing wrong with that. Balsamic vinegar. When you hear vinegar, this is sweeter than you might think of vinegar if you're not used to cooking with balsamic vinegar. This is just going to sort of bring it out of that sweetness. It's going to bring a little bit of acidity to it, and it's just going to balance the dish nicely. Just a pinch of salt, a few twists of fresh pepper. We'll just mix this right up. There we go. Easy. You just take your sheet of pastry dough, unroll it. Alright. Take the brie, cut it in half. I actually like to leave I like to cut the top half a little bit smaller and leave a little bit more room on the bottom half. I'll show you why. There we go. So I actually like this to sort of incorporate itself down into the brie. So I'll make a few little incisions with your knife. And what this does when it bakes and the cheese starts to melt, it all will start to mix together. Take that mixture that we made with the preserves and the walnuts, just put it right in there. Put the top on. Don't worry about taking this. This is actually wax, but it's edible wax. It's going to melt right in there, so don't worry about that. You just fold it right over. I'm going to have a little extra on this side. And there's a chance that it's going to leak out a little bit when it melts. And I like to put it in a dish that I can also serve it in. I'm just going to put it in a pie plate here. I'm just going to stick it in the oven and pull it back out in about 20 minutes. You might want to check it at about 15. Put it in the middle rack, and we'll be good to go. All right, it's been 20 minutes. We're going to take it out of the oven. We're going to let it cool. Oh, yeah. And it's fine. Yours is probably going to do this. That's how you know it's all melted on the inside, too, that it starts oozing around. Once it cools down a little bit, we'll clean that up. You just throw it on put it on your oven top or a cooling rack. We're going to slice up our apples. This is a Fuji apple. I really like Granny Smith apples for this. That tartness goes well with the sweet. I have a little fancy apple cutter here. Let's see if I can do it without making a fool of myself. Oh, there we go. That turned out pretty good. And then I like to cut them one more time after this, just to make them almost like crackers. This is sort of what the apples take the place of. So you could slice them once or twice again, just to make them a little bit smaller. And then what you want to do, you can clean this up if you want. I think I'm just going to leave it. It's all going to go to the same place. It's sort of a little volcano. And you can arrange these however you want. You can make it pretty, or you can just sort of throw them in there. You can put them this way. You can do whatever you want. You can make designs. You probably want to do a couple apples. We'll leave it a little bit sparse here.
She sang softly to me. She sang softly to me. She sang slightly off key. Did I say slightly? But it's beautiful to me. And other cars just seem to watch her.
For your next party, you can make this appetizer and impress all your friends. Send me a picture if you want, if you make it. And I hope you like it. I know that I like it. I'll see you next time on Funktified Food with Dan Valancourt.